Ninth official tournament, final round. Hungry fire consumed the halls around the battledrome, the corpses of slain warriors vanishing in a ball of crimson. Those who had survived to the end hobbled, crawled, and limped into the center of the drome. There were 7 towers, each with a series of steps spired around a circular core and a doomsday button at the top, and around each tower. 3 swords were buried into the ground. They would either have to kill each other on the ground or scamper to the top before anybody could reach them. Division 1, I Can't Wait, Cell Dweller. The Pikaru, Carrot 94, and Zonica eyed each other as they stepped towards the tower, with the gravity befitting a deed yet to be done. They rested their hands on each blade and thrust it out. The earth beneath them began to quiver. What's going up? Carrot 94 didn't get to finish. The sand beneath them cracked and disintegrated, revealing a gap 10 feet wide on every side. They were only inches from a precarious fall. What was done here would be definitive.
Well, you all made it this far, and I would congratulate you,
tittered the mysterious loudspeaker voice.
But I think only one of you will get to hear it. Oh, how about some tunes? This one's from my 2-year-old daughter's favorite band. Should get the blood pumping.
The song wasn't the fastest that I had seen in the tournament, but it was certainly no slouch at 188 beats per minute, and a number of 16ths, jumps, and jacks would make this one a toughie to get through. Zonica groaned as the guitar started and almost lost grip of his blade. Such wangs, so teenager. The Pikaru had spent his life getting through every situation with his mad kawaii power, but by this point, all hint of anything fuzzy and adorable in his personality had been weathered away. He grabbed his blade and faced the 2 people standing between him and Toho, Osu, tanks, law, conventions, and singing. Division 2, a Crimson Rose and a Gin Tonic YMCK 8-bit mix. YMCK. I wish we didn't have to do this, Linebro sighed as he approached the front foot of the tower marked District 2. Rawr! Almost made a sound, but found himself too emotionally conflicted to express his feelings. The floor was wet, unusually so. The moment all 3 players pulled out their swords, chiptune began to play.
Well, I saw how you've been doing. That little stunt at the bar was my treat, you know. A little alcohol never hurts, eh?
Boomed the loudspeaker.
This entire floor is soaked in gin and tonic. You're already drunk and don't even know it.
Oh, awesome.
Toxophilus caught herself.
I mean, oh no!
This song was weird, or maybe it was just the alcohol. Arrows that was supposed to be pink and purple were green, and then brown, and they kept changing in the middle of the song for no reason. It was pleasant enough, but Clocktown had been pleasant too. They had to keep their guards up to the very end. Division 3, Grad Erlesia, Grand Thaw. Tochi, what the hell? Imanrisu 13 caught up to his former ally, panting.
Rawr!
Mokisaurus was angry. Tochi shrugged. Hey, it's every man for himself.
He's right, you know.
Great, just when things couldn't get any worse.
That's been something of a recurring theme, hasn't it? All of you were so locked into thinking of this as a team battle that you never saw what the tournament was really about. All you can do was hold on to your life, friendship, and loyalty be damned. Now,
The loudspeaker demanded.
Dance for me, my puppets.
Accordions and pianos kicked in. and drums began to swell in the background. Tochi already had his sword out, staring the other two down with his eyes and fingers as he dangled the blade. If this was the last day of their lives, at least the soundtrack was apt. Division 4, Shitsubo Choco, Leaf. Everybody was still tripping blues. Ha 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 ha! Speed is dead, laughed Dissonant Muse. He stumbled to tower and pulled out sword.
Hey, stop that! Now I have to speak in lower cases to distinguish myself,
complained the loudspeaker.
You guys, seriously, stop!
Oh ho ho ho, muttered Kakeb. Looky here at this here sword. Devil Chili, take picture of me, please. Lol, no, Devil Chili replied and slashed his friend in the arm. Blood spurted out.
Okay, guys, I'm really scared now. This is weird. I'm not even in danger here. Why is this so terrifying? Should I turn this song off? It's even faster and more hyper than the last round song. Wait, iTunes is frozen again. Crap!
Doesn't my name sounds like kebabs, guys? Kakeb giggled. Doesn't it sound like kebabs? Division 5, Future Invasion, YMCK. Josaba was already half up the tower. Omega Grunt 666 and Klimpty Killer could only look on.
What's the matter, guys? Or should I say, Gates? You little girls? Well, I shouldn't. Really, because that would be homophobic, misogynistic, and really gross. And shame on whoever is writing this dirty post, and if he's using me to make 2 points.
Omega Grunt 666 just peered up and dropped his sword. It's futile, he sighed. He'll get to the top, press the button, and the aliens in that spaceship hovering above us will come and take us away for good. I say let him have it. At least second place isn't too bad. Still, Klimpty Killer interjected, wouldn't it be nice to at least, one more kill? Well, that's more your thing, isn't it? Touché.
Guys, this is so anticlimactic. Think positive thoughts,
insisted the voice on the loudspeaker.
Remember how you didn't think you would survive that somatic submarine tank in the first week?
You set that up, didn't you? Asked Omega Grunt 66.
That's not really the point. The point is that for whatever reason, you two are the last thing standing in that guy's way. And it would suck to have made it this far and not aim a little bit higher. So go practice.
Division 6, Herbie Goes Ballistic, Venetian Snares. It was Rage Berserker's turn to break down. Nikugan wasn't moving, his pulse was down to 0. Meanwhile, Sapphire 13 was brooding on the horizon. He hadn't picked up a weapon yet. With everybody around him dead, his mind was slowly coming back. Where was Dance Guy 117? Why didn't he hear his voice? Oh wait, he was mute, wasn't he? Who had taken their lives? Suddenly he remembered everything, and though a wave of horror rushed over him, he fought it and stood up. He stepped tentatively towards his 2 remaining friends. We need to get out of here, Gong! Wake up!
Guys, for Pete's sake, you nincompoops,
roared the loudspeaker.
Did you literally forget the point of this tournament? I mean, the part where you all kill each other? I'm sick of this. Bring in Herbie.
Lindsay Lohan came wielding the remains of a glass bong. It had been fashioned to yet another sword. She thumped it into the ground. The shockwaves threw everybody back. Ikugan almost pulled off the edge of the platform, now a good 50 feet above the ground below. But Sapphire grabbed his hand in the nick of time. He turned. "No, Herbie, don't do it!" The beats kicked in. It was too late. Division 7, Heterochromia iridis, Folly State. Anthony continued to find his desire for bloodthirst, frustrated with each passing district. LBDD already stood at the top of the tower for District 7, looking down at Smart Dude 1212 and DossarLX ODI. It was fine. He had no intentions of pushing the button anytime soon. All three members held swords against their necks. They would all pull a joint Katniss Everdeen if they had to. The loudspeaker crackled before a new announcement was made.
From now on, there can be 2 victors crowned if one of them is already in the green. This is because all of you are hyper-competent ninnies, and I'm sick of you guys undermining me with your mad talent. Anthony out, homies!
Even with his IQ of 1212, Smart Dude 1212 was confused. "Hey, Dossar, what's green supposed to?"
If you didn't screw up again and again for once, maybe you would find out,
roared our loudspeaker.
Now go win before I make it rain, Folly Estate, on all your pathetic butts.
It was hard to refuse an offer like that, but Smart Dude and DossarLX ODI couldn't bring themselves to look one another in the eyes. Could both of them make it to the end? Or was this curtains for one of them? Or both? They eyed the staircase around the tower. It was steep, forcing them to step roughly 17 times a second, with jumps everywhere. It was rickety, having been built at 223 beats per minute with steps of every color wedged awkwardly in between. But it was only a 2-minute climb up, and they had an entire week. Sealing themselves, they took their next step.